this is Linda from Real Estate One. I have some great ladies to have you meet this morning who hopefully will give you a big change to your home. Meet Cheryl and Linda. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Linda.
Yes.
Thanks for having us on.
Let's talk about what you're doing here today.
Well, we're helping you remodel your office and give it a fresh new look, which is our specialty. So I'm a certified color expert and strategist. I actually use the science of color along with the creative side of color. I help home staging for people who want to sell their homes because you want your online photos to be the best ones out there, because that's how people decide which houses they're going to look at. And once they get there, you want them to have a good first impression of the home when they first walk in the door, because that's how they judge the rest of the home. Is when they first walk in, if they like it and they say it's nice and clean and is stylish, they're gonna just assume the rest of the place is like that.
HGTV's kind of caused this to be a necessity, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
One of the things with Cheryl is when we list a home, we do send somebody out right away to inspect it. And the second person we always send is Cheryl. Cheryl's going to come out and she's going to do a walkthrough of your house, and she's going to assess it and help you to do some staging for a couple hours. Is that correct?
Right. So the first stage is really going out and assessing, because what we want to do is depersonalize. So 80% of people walking in cannot imagine living there. So we're going to take away any personal photos. We're going to declutter. I'm going to talk about how to rearrange the rooms so they feel more spacious and have flow, and what to pack away now, because you can get started packing away now since you have to pack anyways, and get your house ready. And the second phase of home staging is adding the icing on the cake. It's adding using the accessories you have and arranging them in a way that's appealing to most buyers you're going to walk through, and also creating emotional connections. You want them to see something in the home and think, oh, I can see myself living here. And that's the icing on the cake. That's the second phase, where we maybe add a few accessories to what you already have.
I'll never forget the one you did on the lake, the bookcase. Do you remember that one?
That was amazing.
The sellers just could not believe what that looked like when you finished.
It was a different house.
It was a different house, and just the bookcase alone rearranged.
Yes.
It was remarkable. Sometimes they say, well, this looks so great now, maybe I'll stay.
That's what they said. And the house actually sold within 4 days for $40,000 over, I believe.
Yes, it did.
So yes, it was an amazing
So they also
transformation.
can hire you beyond that, though, can't they, Cheryl?
They can, yes.
And what would that look like?
Well, like I said, the second phase of the home staging would be adding accessories to what you already have. So there's different ways I can do it. I can recommend what you need, or I can do the shopping for you, or I have accessories for occupied staging that homeowners can rent while they're living there and selling the home. You can still live in your home and just rent accessories from me without having to buy, which is much more cost effective, without having to buy more accessories.
That is so wonderful, because it fits different budgets, right?
Right.
It does fit different budgets, and yet again, we're going to make sure that it's picture ready on us to make sure that your home is ready for that. But then Cheryl can go to different degrees, and we also can just do certain areas, the main areas. You don't have to do the whole house.
That's
correct?
right. That's right. Yep. The main areas, the important areas are the foyer, the living room, the kitchen, the master bedroom. Are some of the most important areas that people really pay attention to.
What's that little gizmo you had a while ago, putting it on my wall?
Yeah, it's called? It's a spectrophotometer, and it's a little tool that measures hue, families, and color data properties. So I can actually fine tune colors. I can color measure. I can match colors to different paint colors. I can find the closest. I measure furniture. I measure countertops and carpeting and backsplash tile. And I can find out what the hue families are, and then from there I can know which colors coordinate with those colors. Because sometimes you'll get a paint color up there, and then something looks a little off, and it's probably because it's not a hue family that coordinates. People talk about undertones, but undertones are subjective. It's just the way one person sees color. Everybody has a different range of color, and undertones are not repeatable or measurable, but hue families are. So I measure and I get the color data properties, which is the hue family, the lightness and darkness value, which is the value, and the chroma, which is the saturation, how saturated or desaturated a color is.
That's kind of like what you just you and Linda both went into Paula's room, which has red accents, and you were able to determine what's going to go on the cornice boards.
Right.
Linda is.
Yes.
And you brought in some materials that we could have choice of.
Right.
Cheryl was able to look at her chairs and match them
Yeah.
through
With her little gizmo.
Yeah, with her little gizmo, we'll call it. Linda, you were quite impressed with that too, right?
I really was, because I've never seen that operate before, so I was fascinated by it. Yeah, usually, I mean, she's the expert on color. She really is for paint and so on. As a residential interior designer, I'm more into, if you're selling a home, I don't know how much you want to put into redoing window treatments and reupholstering and things like that, but that's how the angle I come in, or maybe for their new home.
Their new home, I was going to say, would be really a good thing for you, wouldn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
We make mistakes and they're very costly, thinking we're saving a buck,
Yes.
and we're not.
No.
And it doesn't pop, and then you don't enjoy it. It's like when you do a room, you can, if it's really gorgeous and you love it, you'll relax in it for about 10 years, 7 to 10 years.
Easily.
And I've been down that road before, yeah. So Cheryl was on vacation, and I'm not making any moves on that office till Cheryl and Linda gets back here. Because the minute you do, you found a table for me today. Instead of staining the table with the legs I don't like, we found a table that was more contemporary that you think fits here, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
So if you have a new home, these are the gals that can help you put it together without making mistakes. And it doesn't have to be costly. It can be costly if you don't use them. And also, if you're selling a home, make sure that you talk with us and let's put your house together and get it photo ready. And then if you want to hire Cheryl beyond that to do further decorations, you certainly can do that, or in your new home or condo, by the way. And I suppose you were in where? Where was you on vacation? In California?
California.
And Cheryl was texting me back and forth, and I was sending her pictures and ideas, and she still took the time to relate back to me and give me some hints. And so we did wait till you came back, Cheryl.
Yes, I'm glad.
So it's good. So we will show you the after effects when she's done. And Linda's doing the cornice boards in
Each reupholstering too.
It reupholstered the chairs.
Right.
But Paula's red chairs, we can't find what she wants to replace them. They're starting to crack a little bit. They're leather.
Yes, I noticed that it's peeling.
And yes, and those could be recovered at the same time for a lot less than new leather chairs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The faux leathers today, you really can't distinguish the difference.
Yeah.
And I don't know what type of fabric that was originally, but the newer ones I was showing you today, I mean, they have 200,000 double rubs on them. They're way beyond contract use, so we shouldn't have any problem with
And the
them.
cornice will be leather too, right?
Yes, the faux leather.
And it's soft. You see.
It's soft.
And that was because
A cornice board is padded and it rounds. Plus, when we do them, they're more custom. They have a cord welt top and bottom, and you can't make all that out of like patent leather. It's too stiff. So we picked really pretty soft faux leathers today, and I think we'll be fine.
And this office has been like 13 years old now, and I think it's time for a redo. So I'm certainly thinking that we'll have 13 years of the new one as well.
Sure,
So it's well worth it. If we can help you with any decisions in real estate or decorating, please give us a call, and I'm going to ask Cheryl and Linda to give their phone numbers and their emails where you can maybe visit their sites.
Yeah, so I'm Cheryl from Color Confident Home, and my phone number is 248-509-4720. Call me anytime, and my email is cheryl@colorconfidenthome.com. You can check out my website and sign up for my monthly newsletter for design and color tips right on my website, which is colorconfidenthome.com.
I bet you have this year's favorites too, don't you?
Well, yes, I don't have the favorites on there, the colors of the year, because the colors of the year, they're all so varied,
Okay.
And colors depend on the person's home and the lighting in their home, so it just depends.
And Linda, what is the information that they can reach you?
My name is Linda Shears. My website is linda@lindashears.com, or you can find me on the Michigan Design Center's website. I'm one of their featured designers. I'm also a member of the American Society of Interior Designers, and my phone number is 248-877-3994.
Before we go, Linda, explain what you brought to me there on Joe's office.
Joe, yeah.
Yeah,
I had
Joe's.
fun doing this one. Joe has a black wall, and he has great they're colorful photographs of cars, vintage cars, and I wanted something that kind of worked with that. So we're giving him two choices. This is one, which is kind of like the checkered flag, if you will. So we would do the whole cornice board in this, including the cord welting top and bottom. Now then, we're offering him Plan B, which is to do the cornice board in black and put this wonderful trim along the bottom. And then it would be welted top and bottom. So I'm excited.
Kind of resembles the cars, doesn't it?
And the wheels of the
yeah.
car. So I'm curious to see which one he picks, because it's going to be great.
Thanks, everybody. Look forward to you tuning in again next Tuesday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.